The Easter treasure hunt. In a lively forest glade, a group of rabbits was busy organizing an Easter treasure hunt. They had hidden colorful eggs all over the forest, each one containing a clue that led to the next. But these weren't ordinary eggs, they told the story of Jesus' resurrection. A young rabbit named Lily was especially excited. She loved puzzles and couldn't wait to solve the clues. As the hunt began, Lily dashed off, following the first clue. "Look where the flowers bloom, under the morning sun." Lily raced to the meadow and found the next egg hidden among the tulips. Inside was another clue. "Cross the babbling brook, where the waters run." Lily hopped across the stream and found the next egg under a willow tree. The clues led her through the forest, up hills, and past caves. Each egg contained a piece of the Easter story. He was laid in a tomb, sealed with a stone. On the third day, the stone was rolled away. He rose again, bringing hope and light. Finally, Lily reached the last clue, which led her to a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. There, she found a large, beautifully decorated egg. Inside was a message. "The greatest treasure is the love of Jesus, who gave us new life." Lily felt a warm glow in her heart. She realized that the real treasure wasn't the eggs or the clues, it was the story of Jesus' resurrection and the hope it brought to the world. When she returned to the group, Lily shared the story with the other rabbits. Together, they celebrated Easter, knowing that the greatest treasure of all was the love of Jesus.
The Magic Egg Factory. Deep in the heart of the forest, there was a magical place known as the Egg Factory. It was run by a group of hardworking rabbits who spent all year preparing for Easter. They painted eggs in every color imaginable, filled them with treats, and delivered them to children around the world. One day, a young rabbit named Rosie joined the factory. She was excited to be part of the team, but she couldn't help but wonder, what makes these eggs so special? As she painted her first egg, she noticed something strange. The more love and care she put into her work, the brighter the egg seemed to glow. Curious, she asked the factory's oldest rabbit, Grandpa Thumper, "Why do the eggs shine like this?" Rosie asked. Grandpa Thumper smiled. "Ah, that's the magic of Easter," he said. "These eggs aren't just colorful shells, they carry a message of love and hope, just like the story of Jesus." Rosie tilted her head. "What story?" Grandpa Thumper began to explain. "Long ago, Jesus showed us the greatest love of all by giving his life for us. But on the third day, he rose again, proving that love is stronger than anything. These eggs remind us of that love and the new life it brings." Rosie's eyes sparkled. She had never thought about Easter that way before. From that day on, she poured even more love into her work, knowing that each egg carried a piece of that magical message. When Easter morning arrived, Rosie watched as children around the world opened their eggs, their faces lighting up with joy. She realized that the true magic wasn't in the eggs themselves, it was in the love and hope they represented.
The Great Rabbit Race. In the heart of the forest, the rabbits were buzzing with excitement. It was time for the annual Great Rabbit Race, a competition to determine the fastest rabbit in the land. This year, a young rabbit named Bella was determined to win. She had been practicing her hops and sprints for months. On the day of the race, rabbits from all over gathered at the starting line. The course was set through the meadow, across the stream, and up the hill to the finish line. Bella stretched her legs, her heart pounding with anticipation. "Ready, set, go," shouted the referee, an old wise owl. The rabbits took off, their paws kicking up dust as they raced through the meadow. Bella was in the lead, her focus unwavering. But as she approached the stream, she heard a faint cry for help. It was a tiny field mouse struggling to cross the water. Bella hesitated. If she stopped to help, she might lose the race. But the mouse looked so scared. Without a second thought, Bella hopped over and helped the mouse to safety. "Thank you," squeaked the mouse. "You're so kind." Bella smiled and continued the race, but now she was far behind. As she ran, she noticed other animals in need, a bird with a tangled wing, a turtle stuck on its back. Each time, Bella stopped to help, even though it cost her precious time. Finally, Bella reached the finish line, exhausted and in last place. The other rabbits cheered for the winner, but Bella felt a pang of disappointment. Just then, the wise owl flew down and perched beside her. "Bella," said the owl, "you may not have won the race, but you won something far greater, the respect and gratitude of everyone you helped. True victory isn't about being the fastest, it's about showing love and kindness, just as Jesus taught us." Bella's heart swelled with pride. She realized that helping others was its own reward. From that day on, Bella became known as the kindest rabbit in the forest, and her story inspired others to follow in her footsteps.
The banquet of the grateful rabbits. In a cozy burrow at the edge of the forest, a family of rabbits was busy preparing for their annual Easter feast. They had gathered fresh vegetables, baked delicious carrot cakes, and decorated their home with colorful flowers and ribbons. But this year, Mama Rabbit wanted to make the celebration extra special. "Children," she said to her 3 little bunnies, "Easter isn't just about food and decorations. It's a time to be grateful for the gifts of life and love that Jesus has given us." The little bunnies tilted their heads, curious. "What do you mean, Mama?" asked the youngest, Rosie. Mama Rabbit smiled and began to tell the story of Jesus. She explained how he had taught people about love, forgiveness, and kindness. She told them about his crucifixion and how, on the 3rd day, he rose again, bringing hope and new life to the world. "That's why we celebrate Easter," Mama Rabbit said, "to remember Jesus' love and to be grateful for the blessings he has given us." The little bunnies were quiet for a moment, thinking about what Mama had said. Then Rosie piped up, "Let's invite everyone to our feast. We can share our food and tell them the story of Jesus." Mama Rabbit's eyes sparkled with pride. "That's a wonderful idea." The bunnies hopped off to invite their friends, the squirrels, the birds, the deer, and even the shy hedgehogs. Soon, the burrow was filled with laughter and chatter as the animals gathered for the feast. Before they began eating, Mama Rabbit stood up and said, "Let us take a moment to thank Jesus for his love and for bringing us together today." The animals bowed their heads, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. Then they enjoyed the delicious food, sharing stories and songs late into the night. As the stars twinkled above, Rosie looked around at her friends and family. She felt a warm glow in her heart, knowing that the true meaning of Easter wasn't in the food or the decorations. It was in the love and gratitude they shared. From that day on, the rabbits' Easter feast became a tradition in the forest. Every year, the animals gathered to celebrate Jesus' love, reminding each other that the greatest gift of all was the hope and new life he brought to the world.
If you like this magical adventure, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Share it with a friend who also loves magical stories. And remember, the magic of stories lives within you. See you next time. See you on the next magical adventure. Bye. Bye.